For several years now, the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts has been hosting what are known as mobile food banks. They send their trucks out throughout the 4 counties of Western Mass to distribute food to those in need. In recent weeks, the number of unemployed has only increased due to the closing of most businesses across the state, which has made the lines at many of these mobile sites that much longer. Connecting Point's Brian Sullivan followed one of the delivery drivers recently to get a feel for how the food banks of Western Mass have been handling it.
In this modern era of human beings standing 6 feet apart and wearing face masks in public, the phrase "the new normal" has been bandied about like an incessant drumbeat, often by people who sit behind news desks and stand behind podiums. But does this new normal they speak of also include unusually long lines of people waiting for food subsidies? Well, with the national unemployment rate on track to possibly exceed 20%, according to a recent Washington Post article, the answer is a very strong maybe. Meanwhile, back at my apartment in Springfield, Massachusetts, people likely won't confuse my lifestyle as being anything luxurious. But since I'm lucky enough to still be drawing a paycheck right now, I do have most of my life's basic necessities here. Several types of powdered proteins in this cabinet, no shortage of snacks up here, plenty of frozen vegetables in my freezer to go along with a well-stocked refrigerator, as well as my freeze-dried organic instant coffee. And if I don't feel like wearing a mask when I buy my groceries, I can always order them online and have them delivered. And that, for me, is a luxury that the people in that line probably don't have. Not to be the bearer of bad tidings, but that line now is nearly twice as long as it was when we took a look at poverty in Western Massachusetts back in the fall of 2019.
The thing that I see that's changed with the situation that we're going through right now is that there are a lot more families that need food in their households. I noticed that a lot more families are getting unemployed. A lot more families are showing up over here. And the good thing is that we end up, helping them out. We have a lot of good donors who donate money to us, and that enables us to be able to provide for those families.
This parking lot at Broadway Street in Chicopee is just one of 23 mobile food banks sponsored by the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts, spread out across the 4 counties of the 413 area code. Hampton County alone is home to 14 of those locations. The program itself has been running now for several years, and drivers like Vinny Arriaga begin their day here at the warehouse. For the most part, it's business as usual. A morning meeting to discuss what's in stock, pallet jacks and forklifts loading the delivery trucks, and in a building that's already prided itself for its cleanliness, one slight change has been the extra emphasis that it's received lately.
Normally, before and after, each mobile that I go to or each location I go to, we end up sanitizing the whole inside of the truck, the whole outside of the truck. We sanitize our tables, we're sanitizing our jacks, and pretty much everything that we touch or anybody else touch, we're trying to help out anybody who gets food to make sure that it's not contaminated.
Regardless of what site the trucks are heading to, one constant throughout the years has been the steady presence of volunteers keeping the wheels rolling, whether at the warehouse or at these mobile locations. Sadly, the poverty was real before this current situation we find ourselves in, and it will be real when the dust finally settles. The commitment and dedication shown by the people standing by the community at all times of need shouldn't be understated.
But it's actually a job that makes you happy to go to work every day. And there's not many jobs out there that actually you're happy to go to work to. But this one, I'm actually happy. The people that I work with are fun to work with also.